Hey everybody, David here, and today I want to do a review, a non-spoiler review for Free Guy, starring Ryan Reynolds. Look, I really enjoyed the trailers for this movie, and I watched the movie last Saturday, and as the days went by and I didn't usually I would have done my review Sunday, but I didn't get around to it, so I'm doing it now because one of my Patreon supporters on one of my video yesterday asked me to do it, because I asked, does anybody care if I do this or not, or maybe you'll wait till the end of the year and see if it made my top 10. And I'm happy to report that this movie is so good that I have to recommend it to everybody watching this video, and that wants a recommendation if it's worth going out to the theaters and checking this out. Because yes, I did go to the theaters to check this one out, and I thoroughly enjoyed it all the way through. I thought it was funny. I thought it had a lot of heart. It made me smile. It made me feel good by the end of it all. Yeah, I really love this movie. There is one scene in particular, I'm not going to spoil it, so don't worry, that my fellow nerds are going to love. It made me geek out. If you've seen the movie, you know what scene I'm talking about. It was a really nice geeky moment. And there's several great cameos in the movie, but there was one in particular that came during that part that made me laugh out loud. I loved it. There were a couple of other cameos in the movie too. One is a voice that you really have to listen to. Hopefully you can catch it and recognize who it is, because at first I was thinking about it. I'm like, that voice sounds familiar, and then I realized who it was. I turned to my brother and like, that's that guy. So I don't want to spoil it. If you can go and guess for yourself, and then if you can't figure it out, maybe I don't know, I'll do a video of the three big cameos in the movie, I guess. There's probably even more cameos that even I wasn't aware of. But yeah, Ryan Reynolds is fantastic in this movie. He brings this charm to the role, this innocence about him as well. That was really cool. Lil Rel Howery is also really good as his buddy, I guess, co-worker. He had some really good moments too. Jodie Comer, I thought was a really nice leading lady. Her and Ryan Reynolds have a lot of interaction in the movie together, and their chemistry was really great. I believed them and was rooting for them, even though there's some twist towards the end of the movie that I won't spoil, but I saw coming towards the end, because I started realizing where they were going with it, and I thought it was really great. I really did like Joe Keery from Stranger Things fame. Obviously, I think he was really good in the role. I haven't heard a lot of people talk about him as much, but I did like him in the role. I like him in Stranger Things, but I really did love him in this movie as well. There was a lot of heart in this movie from all the great cast, as well as Taika Waititi. Taika Waititi plays the villain of the film, and I think he was really funny as well. Taika Waititi's always funny, but like to see him playing the role of the villain, actually it wasn't too far off from what we usually know him as. Obviously I was going to say Korg and other movies that he's been in, but it's funny enough, him and Ryan Reynolds reunite since 2011's Green Lanterns, but 10 years since we saw them in a movie together, so it was kind of cool seeing them in this movie too. But yeah, he played the villain also, I guess, in Jojo Rabbit, right, where he played Adolf Hitler, but obviously in a very goofy way. This one, he's a little goofy and over the top, but I don't think as over the top as he was in Jojo Rabbit, obviously. And it's a different type of role as well, so it's not entirely the same. But there was a little bit of a parallel there in the real world, how people view sequels and all of that, and IPs, how all of that is a popular thing, and that nobody really comes up with anything original anymore. This is an original movie that borrows ideas from other things, but that's how movies are made, right? We come up with ideas, we look at what's around us, and writers, they write a story around the ideas and things that consume us. And Hollywood is more like all about franchises and IPs nowadays. Look, I'm not tired of it, but I get the message of the movie, which is funny because all these actors, Ryan Reynolds at least is part of some IP material. So it's funny that they're kind of, I don't want to say attacking, but like they're kind of letting people know that, look, all these sequels and stuff that you guys get all the time, that's great, but come on, come see the original stuff too. And look, a movie like this should be seen, and I hope this movie gets a lot of the support that it should, because it is a really good time. And the theaters, they need us right now, so go and support your fellow films in the theaters. There's two great movies out right now, The Suicide Squad and Free Guy. If I had to pick between both, well, I'm not going to pick because that's impossible for me to decide over which one I liked more. I like them both. That's all you need to know. Go see one of them. I would say go see Free Guy right now because it's the newest thing out. And I want this movie to succeed so we can get a sequel. Funny enough, clearly I didn't learn anything from this movie. And let's see what happens. So with that being said, guys, tell me your thoughts on Free Guy. Did you enjoy it? And don't spoil anything for anybody that comments in the comment section or that likes reading the comments like I do. Let me know your thoughts. Now I want to plug in my Patreon supporters. These are the people that pay a monthly subscription to my Patreon page, $5 tier and a $10 tier. Either one will get you the same thing. $10 right now is just more for generosity. Basically, you will get an end credit at the end of every video and a thank you by me like you're hearing right now. So thank you to my Patreon supporters. You people are awesome. It's great to know that there's people that believe in what I'm doing and like what I'm doing and hope that I succeed, and hopefully to see me grow as well, because I want to grow. I don't always want to be the small potato, YouTube channel. I want to be invited to like premieres and stuff so I can get reviews out earlier. I want to, focus more on this channel and get better at what I'm doing. And I can only do that if I get more support to back me up. And look, if I don't, then this will be a hobby for the rest of my life, and that's all I can do. And I'll just try to get better with what I can and what I can afford to improve my channel. That's really the best I can do. So with that being said, thank you once again to my Patreon supporters. You people are awesome. With that being said, I want to plug in my Patreon supporters, but I just did that. So with that being said, I want to say please like this video and subscribe to this channel, because that also helps the channel as well, and these videos. Watching every video that I post up and liking every video helps a lot, and sharing links to people. Like send a link to people that that might be interested in movies that maybe they don't know if they want to see Free Guy. So send them a link to this video that maybe I can convince them to go see Free Guy. I'm not a critic, but I am a movie fan, and I love movies, and I'll give my honest opinion on what I feel about them. I'm not as critical as critics, but that's why critics are who they are. They like to nitpick every single detail and thing about movies. Me, I am a fan, and I'm going to talk about it on a film perspective. And if things didn't bother me, then I'm not going to talk about the things that didn't bother me. I'm going to talk about the things that I love. So with that being said, until next time, everybody, take care.